like, which kind of blew my mind. I've never seen that happen before.
Oh, it would be like, well, it would be the normal.
I know there is the sort of subtle auto aiming that's built into every first-person shooter on the 360 at home on consoles.
Of all the people that you meet via gaming on the PC and via gaming over Xbox, are they the same or different? Like, are there as many douches as there are?
PC not as much.
Identical.
You know, they're identical.
Oh, they're
absolutely
identical.
identical.
I think
they
they're
all
identical.
think that they're better than the people on the other
But
platforms.
the only thing I like about PC though is you can tell that the game you do not want to hear anything that comes out of people's mouths through the game.
It's probably a little bit more easier because of servers, and you can set the rules in the servers.
Yeah.
Versus a console server, it's all made by the company,
and usually,
set up by them.
Yeah, and usually
it's kind of like free roam.
Yeah, and usually in PC it's kind of harder to talk while you're playing because it's
doesn't
usually
get mad
hold
at
the
you
button
if you
down to
talk.
talk. And so unlike Xbox where you can just literally be talking like,
Yeah.
your mom sucks, your mom sucks, your mom sucks, your mom sucks. You're like,
Yeah.
shut up!
Boom, headshot!
Yeah. Like, and PC it's kind of like, you know,
And then
you
you
kill
have the
someone.
PS3 where it's like, fuck it, you're gonna have to buy the microphone if you want. And then you can only talk to one person.
Yeah. PlayStation really knows how to keep their players in line. Like, I think they're so broken they don't want to talk shit. Like, you're sitting there like, I hate your mom, and you're like, really? That's why you're on PlayStation? Shut up.
I remember I was talking to a friend of mine, it was Seth, of course, because he got the PS3 no matter how much we tried to tell him to get a 360 because we all had 360.
Yeah.
He said that the community for the PS3 was better.
Because they don't exist.
Yeah, and that was what the conversation went down to.
Who doesn't love nothing?
When I had him expand his point of view, it eventually came out to the fact that, basically the lack of community is what made it better. He does not want to deal with people.
Did he ever go on like PlayStation Home?
Oh dear God.
Those are the meanest motherfuckers I've ever met.
That was unfortunately the
They
first
are
thing
not
I did
fun.
with PlayStation 3.
Personally, me and a friend of mine, we had the grand idea of finding out that in PlayStation on PlayStation Home, there's an option that when you are speaking, you can do a speech bubble that says, "Would you like to play a game?" And so we thought, oh my god, we're about to go soft in this shit. So we made an entire account, entire character, email, everything for Jigsaw. So we named the character Jigsaw on the account. We somehow managed to find an account that was just Jigsaw. So when you went to PlayStation Home, you saw Jigsaw. Put a Saw mask on him, walked over to people. We'd sit in front of people and go, "Would you like to play a game?" And people were like, "Really? Like, this is terrible." And I remember we ended up getting the account banned because we ended up sexually harassing, is what PlayStation told us, this one girl for standing behind her and constantly going, would you like to play a game? Would you like to play a game? And they're like, and the lady
That's just screaming for a quote,
just
isn't
press the
it?
red button.
I like how it keeps coming back.
Yeah.
It's just screaming for a quote, isn't it? Like, just turn off the goddamn phone. You don't have to go back and invent a time machine, go back in time and murder Alexander Graham Bell. Just turn off the fucking phone.
It just
I had to do that.
I don't know. It's funny how the PlayStation Network. Most of them are. They're very sheepish. They're very like. So then they're not like Xbox where they can take shit and give shit. Whereas like if you start so much as being a little bit mean to PlayStation users, like, I am going to report you! And you're like, there's a report button on a console? Does that even exist? I've never seen one on Xbox. And Xbox
Was that like your white person voice?
No, that's my...
You sounded like Chappelle doing a white person. You're like, I'm going to report you guys, sir.
Like, honestly, that's how I imagine these kids on PlayStation sounding. Like, they're sitting there, it's like, I can't believe he would say something like that.
I think I broke him.
Gentlemanly speak. My word. I've never heard such atrocious beings in my life. I'm just trying to have
You don't belong in this world.
Yes.
Winston, report him. Immediately.
Report him to the higher authorities. He is not a gentleman in all respects.
Now I just want to talk about bad voice acting in video games. Just because of that.
That's
just
everywhere.
Just because we brought that up. It's like, the Castlevania thing is like, die, monster, you don't belong in this world. It's not my fault, man, that I was given flesh. I was brought here by humans that wish to bring me tribute. You pay. God
It's
damn
like,
it.
I can't imagine like being a voice actor for video games sometimes, especially when
like 10 years ago.
yeah. Oh god.
The standard was so low. Everyone's played, I'm guessing, House of the Dead 2. Whereas, like, yeah, the zombies going after the little innocent person that for some reason can't move because they're like in a corner. Don't come! It's like, who says that to a zombie? Like, no, stay away, don't eat me or anything. Like, oh my god, no,
runs away.
I remember like, I was
At least she has nicely.
I was playing the HD version of Perfect Dark. You're in like the stealth mission. Like, oh, you have to like program the taxi to go do whatever,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's a Mark V, so it should be compatible. It's like, is that the Fly from like Ninja Turtles? What the fuck? Is that your geek voice? It's like, cause it's this
Like
is
Wasp
like,
Bear with fucking
this
those
is
Transformers.
back when like it was like the generic programming type people making
Yeah.
video games.
They were
'cause
always
it was like the
nerdy.
90s. Was that their version of a nerd?
Yeah.
Like the guy that sounds like the Fly.
my friend.
He sounds like the Fly from the old
Yeah,
like
Turtles
Ninja
game.
Turtles,
Yeah.
What is it? There's
Oh.
just one like bad voice acting that is just like totally. It just made me want to just say, here you go, you can have the game back. But, no, I'm serious. My friend Levi, he ended up letting me borrow Phantasy Star Universe, the story mode, and I was just trying to play the
And
game,
you know what, it's-
and
I
he's
didn't even unlock
literally
an
talking
achievement
like
in
this
that
with
game.
his nose,
It's a common
with his
problem
hand
with
on
a lot
his
of
nose, and I was like,
Japanese
oh.
RPGs. Where
Or just
That makes me-
foreignly made games in general.
It's, you know, honestly, it's sad because if you watch, like, if you play Japanese or foreign games in their respective language, they sound
Yeah.
pretty damn good. Like, these people are into
Aside
it.
from
they're
like
down.
the Devil May Cry series, I can't think
Yeah.
of very many foreign games in general that have good voice actors.
Yeah, and it's
Heavy Rain.
yeah.
Jason, Jason,
I mean, that in itself could just be the game.
That was a
Like,
meme
I'll play the
for like
game.
at least a week.
Yeah.
People just kept saying Jason. No, everyone was confused. It was like the cake, except no one played it.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. I think there's just something
That was a
literally.
French